So based on the size of the amount of yarn that I used on this one, I kind of cut all the rest with the same length. I think this should be around 1.5 meters or something like that. Now, with embroidery on knitting, you have to be really careful to make the stitches not too tight, because otherwise it's gonna mess with the knitting that's underneath it. So you just have to go really soft on your hand with this, and just kind of start. We're gonna start in the middle, and I don't want this one to touch the next one, because I'm gonna have one here, and I want the stem in the middle as well of both. As you can see here, it's gonna be like this. So if you want to place markers, you can place markers where you want them as well, or you can use a pen, a special pen for drawing the flowers before you do it. This was where I wanted. I'm gonna put one here, this color, and this one's gonna go right here, kind of on the same stitch that I had the other one. So what I do that I think is better, I think it's easier just for me anyway, I just do this with make a little knot with crochet hook like this, and then I'll hide this stitch later if I need to, because normally the flower goes on top of it, so it's not necessary. I'm going to center this right in the middle, and I'm gonna do the same angle that I did on the other one, because I like it. I think it's pretty even. And so I go to the bottom first. It's around 4 or 5 stitches, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Each little V is a stitch, and then you just go here. And don't pull too tight, otherwise you will compromise the other one. And then around here. And I found this much better when you do the bottom one first, because then you know where the other ones kind of have to go. And try to always make the same number, keep the same number of stitches. So the petals are always the similar size. And then start repeating, like I'm making on the top of the other one. I made around 4 times, 4 or 5 times each, so it's thick. And you can kind of look where Or might be better. Go to the next one. And in case you want, you can always fill it up better and make more. If you think it's not enough in one of the sides. Let's make one more here. This is my first time making it, and I thought it was quite easy. And it looks so nice. I can't wait to see the final, how it's gonna look like at the end. I think this is the most basic stitch I could find, but because I saw another photo, and I'm gonna share with you guys from Pinterest, I thought it was simple and nice and really nice. Like, it looked so simple and so beautiful that I decided to make this one with the same type of thing. So this is one made. It's very, very simple. This, as I said, this is my first time making. And then after this, I'm going to make the little French stitch in the middle of all of them. But I'm gonna make them all first, and then I'll do that later. So here I'm just gonna make a little knot. This was definitely too long. You can probably make another one with this. So probably a meter would be alright. And then you just go to the next color. So I'm gonna keep popping them and making them, like I said, with this design. And I'll be showing you as I go how it's looking like. So this is how our sweater is looking like now. I'm really happy about it. I think it looks really, really cute. So I'm going to put the same number here, and then I'm going to put the stem in between them with this color here, which is the same color that I put in the middle there. As this is my first time, I tried to do a very easy one. And I kind of had a look on a few tutorials to see how people actually make it. But I think the main thing is be careful not to stretch the yarn too much and leave it very loose while you go. And also for this stitch is important that the needle is always after the yarn. So the petals, they look better at the end. And as well, shape these petals as you go so they sit on the right place as well. It's always a good idea. Because our Centro machines and Addi machines, they make such a simple stockinette stitch, I think that's an easy way to decorate your knitted projects. And also you can use this same technique to embroider your beanies as well. I think this would look awesome.
on a beanie. I'm gonna add some stems in the middle after. But this was a lot of fun. Like, and I think it's looking so pretty. Like, so pretty, so much, you know, better and so much more like even handmade, like with a handmade looking instead of just knitted machine sweater looking. And it doesn't take very long once you're getting used to. I mean, it took me like 2 hours to make this, I think. So this is what we have now. And I'm going to start edging this with this yarn. It's not the same yarn, it's just waste yarn I had from the other project I just made. So I'm gonna go like this actually. And I'm gonna make a knot here. One only. And then I'm just making as I go this because I'm just learning as well. That's my first time embroidering on anything basically. And this is a tapestry needle. I didn't say before, but it's a thicker needle. And it's important, it's metal, mainly because of this stitch that I'm going to do now, which is like this. So you have your yarn coming out from that little hole there, and you're gonna put just a little under the size you want your middle thing to be, and then you're gonna come out in that same spot. And then here what you're gonna do is you're gonna wrap around 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna make 5 times. And then you're just gonna slide it through like this. Like this. And then put it to the other side and pull. And there you go. So cool. It worked. Anyway, now that's why I left the yarn like that, because I'm gonna make a little knot here. Another 2 knots. And then, so I'm gonna keep doing this all around in every single one of them now. To finally make the stem, I prefer this stitch that kind of splits the yarn in the middle, just because this yarn is a bit, it's not a very good yarn, it's very acrylic, so it worked better this way. And so the way you do that, the way I did it anyway, you just go through 1 and 2 stitches of the knitted stitches, and then you come back 1 and put it through in the middle of the other one. Of like this. And then you go 1, 2, and again. That's the way I did it anyway, and it worked, so. And then you aim for, you aim to the middle of the next one there. So I'm here 1, 2, around here somewhere. And I'm going to the next one there. So let's go through the bottom here of this next one. Then we're gonna go there.